Hi everyone, hope you're okay. Sorry I'm not with you, but we're going to have to do this virtually. So we're not going to be in our groups for the next couple of lessons just because it's easier, as I'm not there, that you just do some revision on something we haven't done for quite a while. Okay, you might not even remember it at all. Okay, so we're going to look at cumulative frequency, finding the interquartile range, and box plots. For today's lesson, you're just going to focus on cumulative frequency and the interquartile range and the median, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this question. I'm going to show you how to find the cumulative frequency, how to draw a graph, and how to find the median and the interquartile range. And then there's a worksheet for you to do some practice, okay? So this question is a typical exam question. It says, the table shows information about the speeds of 60 cyclists. Okay, so between 0 and 10 kilometers per hour, there were 3 cyclists. 10 to 20, there were 16, 20 to 30, there were 24. Okay, so that you understand how that table works, hopefully. Okay, what we have to do now is we have to complete a cumulative frequency table. Now, cumulative frequency means the running total. So if we put that here, the running total. So basically you add the frequencies up as you go, okay? So between this part here is key. You can see how it's different to this one here. So this part is just from 0 to 10. Well, from 0 to 10, there were 3 people. This next group is between 0 and 20 kilometers per hour. So it's everyone from 0 to 20. So it's these two added together. So it's 3 add 16, which is 19. The next one is 0 to 30. So it's 0 to 30. So it's these 3. So it's 3 plus 16 plus 24, which is, so add 20 to that is 39, 43. Okay. Then we're going to add 10, okay, to give me 53. Then I'm going to add 5, so I'm using them from here, to give me 58. And then I'm going to add 2, which is going to give me 60. And what I should find here is this total, so there's information about 60 cyclists, is the last value in my cumulative frequency chart. Okay? So that's it. You do the running total, so you add them up. Use this part to help you, okay? So obviously this was 0 to 50, so it's all of those added together, okay? Right, the next part is to draw the cumulative frequency graph, okay? So what we do is we always plot the upper, so the upper of the group against the cumulative frequency. So I'll write that by here. So plot the upper of the group against the cumulative frequency. Okay, so these are the uppers, so these are the ones I'm going to use. Okay, it's the same on this table, so it doesn't matter which table you use, and I'm going to use these values here. So at 10, I know my cumulative frequency was 3. So check my scale. Yeah, one little square means 1. Okay, so it's going to be there. Okay, so at 20, I need to go to 19, which is here. 30 is 43, which is there. 40 is 53. 50 is 58, which is there, and then 60 is 60. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to join these up with a nice smooth curve. Okay, as nice a curve as you possibly can. Okay, there we go, and it should create this nice S shape. If you don't get a shape like that, if your graph goes up and then back down, you've done something wrong. Okay, you've just probably plotted these instead of the cumulative frequency. It always makes this kind of nice S shape. Okay, right, the next part then is we're going to find the median and the interquartile range. Okay, you should know about median already. Median is the middle, isn't it, when we put them in order? So imagine we'd have to put all these in order and we'd find the middle number, okay? But actually we wouldn't be able to because we don't actually know what values these are. So there were 3 people who travelled between 0 and 10. Well, we don't know if they travelled 0 or if they travelled 10 or 5. So we don't know, so we have to use the graph to help us, okay? So I'm going to do the median in pink, okay? So what you do is you find halfway on the cumulative frequency, okay? Halfway on CF. Okay, I'm not going to write cumulative frequency again. Okay, so halfway is at 30. I draw a line across from 30, like this, and when it hits the graph, that's where I stop. And then I draw a line down, and it's whatever value is down here, okay? Remember, it's the median speed, okay? It's not the median on the cumulative frequency, it's the median speed. So it's at 25 kilometers per hour, okay? So I write there, median. Okay. Then we're going to answer part C, okay? You use your graph to find an estimate for the interquartile range, okay? So the range, you should know, is where it talks about the spread of the data, so how spread out it is. So we're going to look at it. We're not going to do the biggest take away the smallest because we don't know those values, do we? Okay, so the interquartile range, we use the upper quartile, take away the lower quartile, okay? These sound exactly like what it says. So quartile sounds like quarter. So that's what we're going to look at. So this would be where a quarter is, and this would be where 3/4 is on our graph. Okay, so the easiest thing to do is do a quarter first, and a quarter is half of the median, sorry. Okay, let me change that on there, that's going to upset me now. Okay, median. Okay, so halfway is at 15, okay, so because it's between 0 and 30. So I go across, and then I read down again. Okay, so my lower quartile is 18. Okay, so this is my lower Q. Okay, the upper quartile is halfway between the median and the top. Okay, halfway between median and top. Okay. So halfway between 30 and 60 is 45. So we read across to the line, we read down, and I've got a value of 31. So this is our upper Q. So all we do is we work this out. So 31 take away 18 is 13. So that is the interquartile range. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to have a practice of the questions. Maybe pause on this part of the video so that you can keep all that on the screen, and then I want you to practice the questions. I have booked the iPad trolley, so if you wanted to use the iPads to help you, or if you wanted to message me on Google Classroom, that's okay as well. Okay, so have a go, and I will see you soon.